This is chapter 4, and it is about involving the customers and the iterative design. And what we want to, our goal here is to know our customers and know what works for them. And of course, what works for them is going to be involving identifying what they can easily do, what they enjoy doing at the website, and also to strive to keep them coming back. In the iterative design, we're going to set our goals, and our goals may be that our website needs revamping so that customers complete a task in a shorter amount of time. That would be our goal, or one of our goals. Then our process is going to be repeatedly test and refine prototypes until that goal has been met. The iterative design process, it may be on a new or existing site. The whole goal here is to rework it and also to get it to the point so that it fits the needs of the customer. Keep in mind that the working with iterative design and why we bring in our customers is that our website is developed and designed, reworked, whatever, by our design team. Our design team are not typical customers, and so we want to bring in customers to test these and to get as it says there, to get the right answers. We want to design our prototypes so that they're good enough to provide feedback, but they're flexible enough to be easily changed. And as we have hopefully got across in this in the courses, we want to start out and design on paper because paper is easily changed. So as the book design suggests, we want to use paper for the first couple of designs. The iterative design is going to be an ongoing cycle. We're going to design, build a prototype, and evaluate it. Okay? And that is an ongoing cycle that involves the design team and the whole website design. It does not involve programming. Okay? We will look at another chapter that talks about programming, but in our design stage here, we are talking just about what that website is going to feature, what is going to include, what it's going to look like, and those types of things. Okay. All right. So in the design phase, your team considers your business goals. A business is going to have goals that they strive to meet. The goal of that business may be that their website increases sales, or their website may need reworking, as in there is a mistake or something is mislabeled, people are not using their website. So that may be one of the goals of the business. And also we want to look at customer needs, evaluate what it is that customers are coming to the site for, if that site already exists, or we may want to make sure that along the way of developing that customer needs are met. Why are customers coming to that site, and are they able to complete their task when they're there? We want to set measurable goals, and setting measurable goals means that we're going to say that the customer will give us a satisfactory rating on a survey, or that a customer can complete a task within a certain amount of time, or the customer leaves the site with a positive feeling about the site. All right, then also after we set our goals, your team is going to develop design concepts. How are they going to go about setting up and developing this site? In the prototype stage, your team's developed artifacts. Okay, these could be scenarios, storyboards, simple things on paper, and to things such as complicated, not as complicated, but as complex as running a website that shows how the website is actually going to accomplish the goal that was set. For instance, just a mock-up or a prototype thing, I guess we should say, of maybe just the images on the actual computer screen that's going to show our options. Next is evaluate, okay? And the team is going to evaluate the prototypes and then see if it meets those desired goals. Keep in mind that a cycle repeats. An initial design stage, you want to apply the genre patterns and information learned about customers for basic information about the site. When we're starting to build that initial design stage, first design is that we're going to look at the genre, pattern genres out there, navigational methods, colors, those types of things that are already out there, and then build. Okay, and that's going to be a very low level, those are going to be very low level patterns, and that's going to work with a storyboard. In other, it's going to be not a lot detailed in that. In the design phase, your team considers the business goals and customers, as we said, and you're going to continue on with that. Okay. All right, then your design team test with your customers, also the clients, the clients being those people who are responsible for representing that business, the person that is your main contact with your website design team leader or whoever's in charge of the design team. Okay. All right, one of the reasons, and we want to stress here on why it's so important to spend so much time in the design phase is that we want the website designed correctly, and because fixing it once it has been developed as for instance, bringing in the programmers and actually doing the programmers, once that's been implemented and put into place, then it becomes very expensive to go back and make changes. So we want things as close to perfect as if we can say, you know, on the designs, so that we don't have to go back and fix things because they're expensive. Okay. Deliverables generated in later phases of design have to be consistent with the proposed changes. So, for instance, if we're going and we make something, we give the design to our programmers, hand off that stage, then those have to be, the coding, the programming, whatever, has to be altered to fit that. Also keep in mind that one simple change, or what might be a simple change of fixing one thing, may lead to the having to redesign other pages and also other processes. For instance, in adding a tab, for an example of adding a tab for outdoor furniture and indoor furniture instead of just a tab for furniture, might mean that we have to redesign several pages past that. Those stages of or that link, whatever, to furniture might have to be added, might have to add separate and do a lot of programming to redesign that. Okay, it is expensive to fix problems after deployment. We've got programmers who are going to have to be paid. It is going to take a lot of man hours, or it could take a lot of man hours to rewrite the code, and also the HTML. Redesigning and recoding is going